Well, fellas,
we're back in business.
welcome to the Average Joe Show.
Wow.
All aboard the nerd train.
Well, welcome to the Average Joe Show, where we have the most likely of duos come together and talk about random crap.
It's your mom and your dad. Got it.
It's the brother-sister duo of a lifetime.
Oh.
I'm Sam.
I'm Amy.
And we have a special guest again.
The
Hello.
guest.
I'm not Sam or Amy. It's Dr. Michael Morbius.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding, I'm Venom. Roar.
Whoa.
Whoa.
How's it going, everybody?
Good.
Pretty good.
I rescued a gecko the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell a story.
I was at work and we were like 5 minutes from leaving. And my supervisor opened up our like garage door and this little gecko comes running in. And he's like very, very tiny. And when we caught him, I looked at him like, that doesn't look like a normal lizard that lives around here. So I researched it and it is invasive. So now he's my pet. And he does not. He's my son. Does not have a name except for little boy. Little man's.
Man's little boys.
Man's little boys.
The man's boys. I'm throwing stuff around. The man's boys.
Yep.
My gosh. What are y'all drinking? Because I already drank. I drank all of my...
You drank all your drink.
Yeah.
You drunk all your drink.
Yeah.
Tell us what you had first.
I had my usual... Cloud 9.
From Swig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had the guava habit. It's been a while. It's not too bad. It's Mountain Dew, guava, passion fruit, I think something else.
It's Mountain Dew, guava, have, and it. I got a watermelon sugar or a Harry Styles.
Oh, Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. It's got Mountain Dew, watermelon, some other stuff.
There's the strawberry tapioca pearls.
Yeah.
It's just strawberry pearls.
Strawberry
Oh my God.
bobas.
Tapioca is like a whole other flavor.
Oh, my bad, everybody.
Bobas. Bobas.
Boba.
Boo-boo.
Booba.
Boba.
There's a boba.
It's not real boba though.
You're not real boba.
I know. Sam, what are we doing today?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm just kidding. I know what I'm doing today.
You're in charge of today,
Yeah.
so...
I'm headmaster of the remakes to the rewrites today. Because
Remakes.
last time we did a rewrite, it was Black Widow. So today, my rewrite, as I think we talked about last time, is the Michael Morbius movie called Morbius, It's Morbin Time.
The movie that had a second release and only got like $80,000 back.
80,000, I think they only got 8,000. I think you gave them another zero.
I can't remember, but I know that they...
It was
like,
only
they said
$8.
Someone said that like, if like, it opened up in like so many theaters again, and all of those, like each one of them, they all got like they only sold like $80 of like.
Oh yeah, because it was only 1,000. Wait, no.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. Yeah, it's $85,000.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up.
Did Morbius flop again?
No.
It was brought back from the dead only to flop again.
Well,
It makes me think of I can't remember if it was a tweet or just someone on Tumblr that was like, wait, re-release it one more time. We were all busy that weekend.
we all didn't get work off or something.
We were all busy that weekend. Do it one more time. I promise I'll be there.
And they did
One
terrible.
more time.
That'd be so funny. They did
Do it a third.
And it got even less money.
Well, the meme behind it is that just it was so bad and it tanked in box office. So, and it was just like the worst movie out there. It was like everybody was like Sony was like, this is gonna be the greatest thing that's ever come to the Marvel universe, and then it wasn't.
Dude, it was awful.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad, but not as bad as people said it was.
I sat there, and I remember after we watched it, you got mad at me because you were like, you're just saying what everyone else is, like, all the other critics are saying. And I was like, no, I just looked at Rotten Tomatoes, before we watched it, and I was like, okay, but I don't trust Rotten, I just looked at the percentage.
Okay.
That was it.
Keep on going.
I remember sitting there like, you know what, I've been surprised before with low Rotten Tomatoes scores, so I'm not going to worry too much about it, so I'm not going to care.
That was me with Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. I went into that movie looking at the ratings beforehand, and it was 0%. I'm like, this is the first weekend. Nobody has put anything out probably, but it was terrible.
What made it bearable was that I was sitting next to Riley, and we were both having a fun time.
Was I on the other side of Riley?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I was at the end. I was at one end on the inside.
Were you there too, watching Morbius?
Yeah.
Because we all came together and told Amy that it was the best gosh darn Batman movie we've ever seen.
I was so mad.
Because it is.
Do you think when Sony lets Disney have some of their movies, the Spider-Man movies, do you think they'll put Morbius onto Disney Plus?
Well, they probably have to at this point because they have the great ending that it did. So my initial thought with the movie, with Morbius, is that they had one plan going into this movie. And I'll elaborate what I thought that movie was going to be.
The trailers just duped us.
Well, the trailers showed something, and then watching it, I'm like, oh, this is weird to follow because it's weirdly edited.
Yeah, you got mad at me when I said
Oh.
that.
Because you made a direct quote. You made a direct quote from the Rotten Tomatoes review.
Didn't. I said,
Don't at me, please.
I said, oh man, the editing's terrible. And you're like, just like what everyone says on Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like,
Well, then I was just... Editor? Hi, this is Editor Sam. So we just did a repeat of the rant from the recap video. You can just go back and watch that one again. I'm trying to cut out as much heat as we can. That's unnecessary and repetitive, so there might be a lot of hard cuts. The movie was going for something else, and it seemed like the movie was like, the way that it was edited is that you could see that they took a whole bunch of different pieces out from the movie and try to splice it all together to make it something cohesive.
Frankenstein it into a movie.
Yeah, because there were some weird subplots. We looked at about when me and some of my friends watched it the other day. We don't need to put out their names.
Yeah.
We're like, let's look at some extras, and stupidly enough, the world premiere tour or whatever seemed like way more fun to watch than
the world premiere version? There's a different version of it?
No.
Oh,
So they have the press tour. That's what I meant to call it.
Oh, okay.
There's the worldwide press tour of Morbius, and it was just Jared Leto just going around to different countries being like, who's ready for Morbius? And then it's like
he's
this.
He's in a crummy Dracula costume also.
He's in stupid outfits, I'll tell you that.
No, he has like those cheap like.
Yeah, the one that are just like super bendy and like yeah. But well, when he's just like, who's ready for Morbius? And he says that in all these different countries, and it's the same audience reaction every single time. Like it's the same like cheering noise that they use every time. I'm like, nobody wanted to see this because they use the same cheering sound.
Yeah.
But
stock cheering sound effect.
yeah. But you also saw like other trailers and like behind the scenes stuff of like scenes that totally weren't in the movie, which is a normal thing.
Yeah.
But it seemed like there was a very pivotal moment in this one spot. It looked like the scenes there's like a fountain there. You see like Simon Stroud, which is one of the police officers.
Which one is he?
He's the black one.
That's the one where there's that one who's like. I can only think of the one officer that was like, this is suspicious. Detective. What's happening?
Oh, I can't remember
and
what his
wore
name
like
is.
a hat and had glasses.
He didn't have a hat, but he wore glasses.
Oh, okay.
But
did he have like a mustache or something?
He had a mustache. But
vampires aren't real. There's no crime here.
So, but basically, you see a shot with Simon Stroud or whatever. Like, you see him without his jacket on, and you see like a full body shot, and he has like a cybernetic arm, which they cared not to make any comment about, other than like in a scene where it's like, Dr. Michael Morbius, you saved my arm, thanks to your blood discoveries and whatever.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Wait, did they show it in the movie that he had like a robot arm?
No.
Or no?
No. Which.
What the heck?
I think they just had a missed opportunity on what they could have done with this movie, and that's what I'm here to present, everybody.
Yeah.
The missed opportunity.
Well, like I hate the trailers that they showed because it's nothing like the movie. Because like the first one, like when I first heard of it, and like the first trailer where they didn't show like too much, it had like a more of a horror feel to it, and I was like, oh yes, finally a superhero movie that also has like other elements in it other than being action. Like it's a horror movie. I'm excited.
Right.
And then the second trailer came out, and that's the one where he's like, ooh, I'm Venom, but not really though. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Dr. Morbius. And I was like, I hate this. Made itself as a comedy, and I was like, no, please. Give me scary movie, please. That's all that I want. And it makes me so mad because it's like, why is everyone trying to make why are they trying to make villains heroes or anti-heroes?
Because anti-heroes are cool. Have you watched the movie Deadpool?
No, it's because they're trying to make villains sympathetic to make them more interesting when it's like you can have them be interesting while still being evil.
Well, like with my research in with Morbius,
yeah,
he's like a total anti-hero the entire time, but they did not present him very well in this movie. They didn't.
He's just a slice of bread. That's all that he is.
What?
He's so plain.
Oh.
Like a slice of bread. That's how everyone is. But I guess I missed the best part with Lucian. But yeah, it's just generic and the same, and it's like, why not make it interesting?
Yeah.
If you're gonna have like the villain be a main character, because like they did it with like Joker, but they still kept him a villain, even though it was like, oh yeah, mental illness is bad, and everyone crazy is bad, and it's like, that's not what we're trying to say here. Please, don't do it.
No, the society, because we live in a society. Hayden, do you have any more comments before I get started?
No. Morbius sucked. That's it.
Okay. Before we get started, I'm going to talk about the history of Morbius.
Okay.
So Morbius...
I just thought of a comment real quick. I also didn't like with this movie how it was all science and not fantasy. When that's the whole thing of vampires is fantasy stuff.
Amy, you bring up a very interesting point.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the comics, they make a very deliberate comment saying Morbius is not fantasy. He is a science. Because literally.
But it could be a whole situation like Doctor Strange where he's like, oh, my hands, they're gone. I don't want to bring them back, but science isn't going to work, so I'm going to find other ways and use magic instead. And then he gets his hands back because he used magic. Why didn't they do the same thing with Morbius?
Because this is how the story goes in Morbius. Stay sitting down and hear me out.
I just hate how everything's like, ooh, science, we gotta explain everything. When it's like, you could also make it interesting by making it fantasy too. Add in some magical stuff. Idiots.
Big stupids.
You big dumb idiot, you bloke.
Oh, man.
So,
oh yeah, that was it. You can go ahead then.
Yeah, okay. So Dr. Michael Morbius,
Uh-huh.
he's a doctor. His name's Michael,
Whoa.
his last name is Morbius.
Dude.
He's a chemist, actually.
Whoa.
Nice.
Biochemist. And he had some rare blood disease, as it was talked about in the movie. So that's accurate so far.
Mm-hmm.
When he came into the picture, he was like, had his blood disease and whatever. And his whole thing was, I need to find a cure. And all the stuff that he's tried out has failed. And he is trying, his next resort and plan was through vampire bats. Because vampire bats, I don't know. I didn't look into it. The movie says
vampires?
the movie says the vampire bats have some sort of pathogen in its blood that counteracts with the DNA of the disease that he has. I don't know if that's how the comics went and whatever, but
they could have totally made it interesting where like, oh, like everything that he's done like isn't working, and then like he can, like, as a little kid he could be like, vampires are pretty cool, and then like his mom could have been like, idiot, they're not real, go do something else with your life, and he's like, okay, and then
hey Amy, can I just continue, please? I'm telling a story here. Please.
This is just what I hate about the movie, because it's like,
We've already passed that.
what do vampire bats have to do with someone turning into a vampire?
The name Vampire Bat. Whoa.
People know nothing about these boys, and they're like, ooh, they're kind of creepy. Gonna make everything scary out of them.
Amy, you're overcomplicating it.
Vampire bats are like tiny baby boys that just eat like mice blood and like that. It's not like, ooh, they're killing people. Like, how does it go from baby boy bat that just eats like just blood from tiny things to like, ooh, big scary man is able to morph into one of those. And now his ears are like all weird just for him to hear stuff. And I guess he's right now. It makes no sense.
Amy, just go back in time for when like the
None of the
Dracula
science
movie
makes sense.
or like the vampire was like originating to a thing, and they'll tell you why they did it this way.
For what, Morbius? What are you talking about?
No. How vampires in general.
Oh my god. How do we get
I can't even get to the gosh dang origin story because you're gonna interrupt me.
Because every little thing just makes me mad.
Keep it to yourself. Please. I didn't interrupt you. I'm going insane. We're 40 minutes in.
Said we're talking about Morbius. Of course, this is gonna be terrible.
Okay.
Wow.
Shall I start over?
Yeah, so he's getting vampire bats.
Yeah.
And doing
He's
whatever with them.
so he's gonna run some tests because I'm so heated right now. I need a cool.
This is how I felt after watching the movie, and all you guys were like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." And when I was sitting there, like, "No, guys, it was awful. What do you mean?"
So you're plotting revenge from like 6 months ago?
No, I didn't get it all out of my system. I still haven't.
No, you think? I wouldn't have thought. Bro. Michael Morbius does his freaking thing. He does the experiment. And you know what? I swear to Bob. I'm going to kill you.
Swear Bob.
I swear to Bob. Okay.
You know what? I like this episode even more because no one cares about Morbius anymore. Everyone got it out of their system. Everyone morbed it out of their system. It's not a meme anymore.
Oh my god.
I'm here to
Anyways,
fix the problem and start a new
I'm gonna fix it.
Sony universe.
Me?
I am.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm here today. I'm here to write
Wait,
a
why are we here?
What's
What are we doing?
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I
jeez.
love it because it's one of the episodes where me and Hayden are just bullying you. He's laughing, I'm laughing, and you're just mad.
We're laughing, and you're not.
And that's considered bullying.
You heard it here, folks. I'm getting hazed. I'm getting bullied.
We're
and I
gaslighting
can't
you.
stand it.
I can't wait for you to...
I was trying to be informational and tell the comic book history of Morbius, but no! I had to get interrupted and be told how terrible the movie is. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the comic
You said that
book.
both the comics have it like just like all science, and when it's like, why don't they add fantasy in it? That would make it more interesting.
You already said this like 5 minutes ago. I get it.
I feel attacked.
Oh
Why are you getting mad at me when I'm just saying?
I'm trying to
why
go
it's all
through.
science?
I'm trying to just go through
Oh
my notes.
Then go.
I get one yap out of you, I'm gone.
I swear to Bob.
I swear to Bob, I'm out. Okay. Screw the informational garbage, I guess.
I hate this.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
This sucks.
We're not going to talk about Morbius anymore.
Wow.
Everybody knows what happened to Morbius if you watch the movie. Morbius should not be about, like, shouldn't have the main...
Shouldn't have made what?
The main protagonist should not be Morbius.
It has to be Michael.
Yeah.
Not Morbius.
So,
What is Morbius guy? Get Michael in on this.
have you guys ever seen the movie Alien?
No.
No.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Predator?
No.
No.
Have you ever seen the movie...
I've seen.
Okay, let's do this again. Hypothetical question. Have you guys ever seen Alien?
No.
Hypothetical question.
That doesn't mean what you think that means.
Hypothetical. Sorry.
Hypothetically, I still haven't seen it.
What's the word where it's just like where you don't
It's
say
just like,
anything?
Hypothetically, did you?
Wait, what's the-
Hypothetically, have you watched Alien? No. Okay, well, hypothetically, what about Predator? No.
Okay.
Hypothetically,
wait,
have you seen
hypothetically,
Alien?
Wait,
No.
What's the word? I'm getting absolutely attacked today, guys.
No, you're not. You're just saying the wrong word.
And I'm being attacked for it.
We're laughing at you.
It's a verbal attack. Okay. So the word is like you ask a question, but you don't want anybody to answer the question. Rhetorical. Okay. Here's a rhetorical question because you guys haven't seen these movies. Rhetorical question.
What movie are we watching?
Have you guys ever seen Predator?
No.
Oh
I was waiting for it.
Okay.
When he was like, oh yeah, you know the word where you ask a question but you don't want anyone to answer back?
I am so upset. This is absolute madness. I'm going to stop recording in this podcast. I'm done.
Oh man, I'm going to cry.
So, you know how Alien and Predator, they aren't
The title name is the villain. I'm sorry, you can say that.
I'm going to kill you. I will commit murder.
You heard it here, folks. If I go missing, you know what happens. Imagine using this recording in court. Forever. People just hear us ranting about Morbius.
Your Honor, this is what led up to the event.
We haven't even gotten into my pitch yet. It's been 45 minutes. Okay, so now that I'm composed and I am completely clear of mind and anxiety is taken away from me and I feel at peace, I'm going to continue my presentation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most unsettling I've ever heard in my life.
You got surround sound too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the anxiety that left him just came right back. It hit him like a brick wall.
Hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm just overwhelmed.
I won't be here anymore.
This is how I felt when I was giving my presentation.
What do you mean?
No, I was just this anxious. In general.
Okay.
You got this.
I'll only have it if I don't lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my marbles. I've lost some. Okay, I found him. We're back.
This is how I felt watching the movie.
Okay. So the movie shouldn't. My main plot point is that this movie shouldn't be focused on. Like, this movie should be focused on Morbius, but Morbius is not the main character. We do not see this in the eyes of Morbius.
Now, when you're saying this about Morbius, is this hypothetical?
Or is it rhetorical?
It's hypothetical because it's a rewrite.
Can we call this episode Hypothetically Morbius?
Sure.
Hypothetical Morbius Rewrite.
That's what our whole situation is here for the last couple episodes. For this episode, last episode, and the next episode. They're just hypothetical situations.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Why do you guys act like you're so... Like, ugh.
Like what, Sam? I don't know what you mean. He's losing it.
He's
His
lost.
marbles.
His
They're
marbles
gone.
are gone. We're out of here.
Listeners at home, I wish I could be sorry for you. Having to listen to this mumbo jumbo right now. Ugh. Okay. I don't even know if I want to continue.
So what you're saying is that
What you're saying is...
what you're telling me is that Morbius shouldn't be the main character?
No, he shouldn't. Morbius is the villain. Because what I'm going to set up here, guys, is not just the next movie. I'm not just setting up the Morbius movie. I'm setting up what is called the Marvel Monster series. Because we're going to focus on a man by the name of Simon Stroud. Simon Stroud, in the comics, is a cop who, when he moves to New York, bees apart. The bees.
Dude, he's gonna have what is it, hive mind?
I don't know.
Bees?
I don't know. Maybe we're just talking about
the bee movie.
I'm so done. Let's just continue. Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a wreck and a half, everybody.
Moments like this, I wish we had a camera.
I think the silence says enough.
Put a lot of work in this. Yeah, I'm feeling stressed right now. I should have my own fan.
I'm not stressed. I just got hot flashes from laughing too much.
I'm heated.
I'm overheated.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Simon Stroud is a monster hunter in the comics. He's known for hunting like Spider-Man villains who have more of like a monster like feel to it. So there is.
I like this already.
Thanks.
My musky hunter man.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me continue. We could have been done with this like 20 minutes ago. I could have been on this point well long ago. Yes, exactly, Hayden.
Hypothetically, though.
Hypothetically, this is how the movie will work. Okay, so Morbius comes into play. So Simon Stroud has 3 interactions with 3 individuals.
I love how you just ignore everything while me and Aiden are just over here giggling. You're like, so yeah.
Because this is the only time I can talk. So, I've never felt...
Oh my gosh.
Screw the whole bit of trying to introduce Simon Stroud as like who he interacts with and whatever. So Simon Stroud, he interacts with the Wolf of the Night or whatever. He interacts with Morbius and he interacts with Black Widow. Black Widow sort of like brings him into the fold, from my knowledge of research.
Wait, like black, like
The Black Widow, like
okay.
Natasha Romanoff. So,
would you introduce or would you have Black Widow in this movie or not?
probably not. This is what we're gonna do. This is how the movie starts.
You could totally bring her back too, since it's in Sony Land universe.
It could be whatever, honestly.
You can even have a different actress if you wanted to.
I could, Amy.
You could.
But I won't. This is not.
We could, if we planned this out better, our movies could have been in the same universe.
If I planned this out better, I would have been done with this recording.
You would have
already.
picked not Morbius.
I would have been done with this recording by now. We haven't even gotten to like what the movie is. We're just introducing characters that are gonna be in the movie.
Yeah.
So here's how the movie's gonna go. Here's my ultimate pitch. Simon and the police go and investigate. They investigate what? They investigate a boat. A boat where there's been a few murders. Murders.
But did they say no vampires here?
No, that's what his partner says.
Partner.
Does
his partner make it in the movie too?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's unnecessary details,
Hasn't
everybody.
thought of it yet.
It's unnecessary details.
It's just a hypothetical.
It is. It is though.
It's a hypothetical to your hypothetical.
I feel like I have like I'm getting gaslit right now because I'm like, oh, I have a chance to explain myself, and then boom, nothing.
What do you think the mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm listening.
Okay, so let's get on with the freaking movie. Let's just start it.
Okay.
So the NYPD is on a boat.
Hey.
NYPD shows up on a boat. There's been a few murders, and there's only one person that's alive in the whole thing. It is the person's name is Martine Morbius. Who's that, you ask?
It's your mom.
Actually, no. Her name isn't Martine Morbius because she's actually
Morton.
She's Michael Morbius's fiance. In the original movie, she's just a coworker.
A coworker.
Can you get less than friend zoned?
Yeah, you're like, we're coworkers. We're just acquaintances at work.
We don't know each other.
Yeah.
I like you like an acquaintance at work.
I love you just as much as my coworkers.
So, like, the general idea of this movie is that Morbius tries to cure himself, it fails, and becomes this crazy vampire that's just carnivorous and whatever, and wants to kill and eat people. But he also, like, when he's out of that like carnal and like or that carnivorous state, he realizes what he's done is wrong, sort of like how the movie does it. And so he tries to find like a solution for that problem. So he goes and meets with other colleagues that he has studied with and tried to find a cure with, who stopped meeting with him because of the continuous fails and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But as he's meeting with them, they become the next victim of his murder.
Of his... I was gonna try to do murder
Morber.
and Morbius.
The victim of the morb.
He got morbed, fellas.
The Morbder.
Yes.
Morbed.
He's been Morbder.
It's pretty good.
So, but what the audience will know at this time, at the beginning of the movie where the NYPD is investigating the situation, we're now flashing back to like the movie, the beginning of the movie, how it's going to work, of like the plot line. NYPD just doesn't know, like they know that Martine is the only survivor on the boat, and they don't know why. She could be a victim. I mean, she could be convicted of the murder, or she just knows of the Morbder. Like what? Nobody will know like who, like what Morbius is. Like people will think, oh, it could be whatever Martine is up to. Like Martine knows something's up with it.
Would you bring in the Morbius memes?
I do really want
to make fun of the
I want to put in It's Morbin time on there, like in there at some point. But we're not gonna go. I have a better joke at the end of the movie that we'll have introduced later.
Dude, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Just let me get to it.
Batman.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay. So police just like the whole story is the investigation of like murders. So first the boat, then like other like colleagues that Michael Morbius has been a part of, and what?
What?
Anyways.
Okay.
Yep.
So as time progresses on, this is so bad. This is
you want to know what's funny? I looked at the time and I was like, dude, 20 minutes? It's not that bad.
It's been an hour and 20 minutes.
It feels like 5.
I know. You're telling me, bud. I'm just trying to get through it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, as investigations move on, you see, you start to tie everything together. The police just figures out, this is Michael Morbius. What's happened with Michael Morbius? We haven't heard from him in a while. He had a blood disease? This could be tied with it.
But how?
I don't know.
How would they know?
Because of the investigations, Amy.
Why don't you have it so like the police are like, it couldn't be him because disease.
I said
And
over
then the
time. Over time. They
But
start
maybe it
linking
could be
everything
like,
together.
Oh, this is that's kind of weird though. That how it has his fingerprints everywhere, but he'd be too diseased to do anything.
He's not even on the boat. And then they connect all the dots together. Oh, it's Michael Morbius. Michael Morbius is a vampire, bro. Oh my gosh,
Well,
Amy, it's like you're
not a real
Amy,
one though.
I don't give a crap right now.
I care.
I know you do. I know you do, and I appreciate it. But I don't appreciate
Real
you
talk. I
talking.
appreciate it.
Real talk. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Hypothetically, I appreciate it.
It does feel like a hypothetical.
No,
Do you
she's
mean
called
rhetorical?
Sarcasm. That's what this is.
Oh,
When you're
man.
not appreciated.
I have to collect myself before I start talking again.
That's
Why, 'cause you
worrying.
don't remember?
That's your
or-
first mistake.
I just need to get my mind all together.
Ah.
Because after we have investigations and whatever, they're on the hunt for Morbius and whatever, and they're like, oh, he didn't kill Martine. Want to know why? Because he loves her.
It's getting real loud in the sewers. Probably not Morbius.
Amy. I want to be done with this recording.
He's bad.
I want to be done.
Why are they spreading out of? Why are they spreading out of the sewers like this? I don't get it.
Okay.
All right, Morbius.
So,
Is the finale gonna be in the sewers?
let
That
me
was a
continue.
rhetorical question.
Yeah, don't answer.
Yeah.
Everything that you think you should say, Amy, wait until the end of the
Make it
presentation.
rhetorical.
But I'll forget about
Please!
it. I'll forget.
Make it
Then if you forget, it doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
If it truly
I
matters,
must make jokes.
Michael Morbius,
Mhm.
only the motives to take care of him, to apprehend him, is to get Michael to calm himself down when he sees Martine. Martine will be the voice of reasoning and whatever. And you know what? The police will also surround him. He gets freaking whatever. There's that scene where it's like, oh, we need to calm him down. And then there's
This sun's
the
getting real low.
no, then there's the guy that's just like, no, we gotta get in there. We need to take him down. It's like, hold yourself together, officer. No, I need to go in there. So they'll have that moment where Martine seems like she'll have control of the situation. Some cops don't trust the situation, and they're like, we need to apprehend him now. And then Morbius is like, I feel it. I feel what's the word?
I feel a storm a brewing.
No. What's
I feel a storm coming on.
So this is the climax of the movie, I guess, and
It's a musical?
yeah, the Martine tries to calm him down. Other cops are not helping the situation, and they're trying to apprehend him. Morbius feels provoked. That's the word I was trying to think of earlier, and then
No, not hypothetical.
rhetorical was forever ago. Right now, it's
It's
provoked.
It's hypothetical.
Hypothetically, the word is provoked.
That's not what that means.
I don't care at this point. So,
You keep using that word. I don't think you know what it means.
I do know what it means.
Inconceivable. How about inconceivable?
I literally get 2 seconds into this, and then all of a sudden, I get interrupted.
All
And
hell breaks loose.
I know, I could have presented this in 10 minutes. Okay, you know what? Morbius dies at the end of the movie. Screw that. Simon Stroud, he shoots himself. He's done. Martine, she kills everybody because she's actually Morbius. And you know what? Spider-Man comes in to save the day. You know why? Because And then it ends the movie
And it's
with Stan Lee. He goes out in the middle of the woods. He's digging a hole because the gods of Morbius are like, hey, you should go dig this hole. And he digs this hole. And you know what he finds? He finds these gold plates. These gold plates, you know what they say? The Book of Morbin. The end. I'm done. So that was a heated episode. And we never got the chance to do an outro. So here I am, Editor Sam, cutting out a whole bunch of stuff and now adding an outro. So that's cool, I guess. So follow us on Instagram at AJS_podcast. Follow Amy's art. Follow her art page, which is Babby_Yammy. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, do it and do whatever you can to help support. Suggest other stuff that you want to do. I sort of want redemption for this rewrite, but like I think I'll just rewrite something else. So tune in next time and have a Morbiusly good evening, I guess.